Fire Lord Ozai is one of the most interesting characters in the Avatar series. He has one of the coolest stories and backgrounds, and in today's video I will be breaking down his life from his childhood to his adulthood and finally to his death. But before we get into the video, subscribe and hit that like button. Ozai was born to Fire Lord Azulon and his wife Ila, and according to his older brother Iroh, he displayed a difficult temperament from the moment he could crawl. As he grew up, he became increasingly stubborn, impatient, and ambitious. As a result, Ozai's relationship with Iroh was always rocky, and the two were highly competitive. Eventually, Ozai and his father sought to add Avatar Roku's lineage to the royal family, as the Fire Sages predicted that doing so would yield a much more powerful bloodline. The two traveled to Hyra and tracked down Ursa, the granddaughter of the past Avatar. After a short introduction by his father, Ozai proposed to Ursa and she agreed. However, when they prepared to travel back to the capital city, a commoner blocked their way, demanding to release Ursa. Azulon ordered their bodyguard to deal with them, but after a short struggle, Ursa pleaded with Ozai to call off his soldiers' attack, securing the man's safety. After the man was told off, the group continued their journey back to the capital. Eventually, Ozai grew to adulthood and married Ursa. While he married her, Ozai claimed that Ursa was now his property and that he owned her. After their wedding, they had two children together, Zuko and Azula. However, when Zuko was born, his parents were not sure if he was a firebender, as he lacked that spark in his eyes. This led Ozai to resenting his son and favoring Azula. As Zuko and Azula grew up, they would often take trips to Ember Island as a family. Eventually, as the marriage continued, Ozai recognized his wife's unhappiness. Because of this, Ozai ordered her servant to file away all the letters of Ursa. However, one day when he was training, the elderly woman came to him with a letter that she felt she needed to give to the prince. After he read it, he yelled in rage about what had been said in it. Months later, while at dinner, Azula explained a story about how she showed up her firebending teacher. When Zuko tried to defend the teacher, Ozai snapped at his son, telling him that he had no right lecturing Azula about firebending despite being a year older than Azula and she had already mastered way more arts of firebending. Afterward, Ozai confronted Ursa about the letter and said that it was impossible that Zuko wasn't his kid. When Ursa told Ozai that Zuko was indeed their son, Ozai replied that he had already known that and he had sent spies to keep an eye on Ursa months before their wedding, but was angry as to see why she would write such an obvious lie. About 8 years before Avatar Aang was found in the iceberg, Ozai's older brother Iroh began the 600-day siege of Ba Sing Se. During this siege, Iroh's son died in battle. After this death, Iroh no longer had a male descendant, which left the throne to Ozai. Azulon became furious, refusing to betray his firstborn son's right to the throne. As punishment, Azulon ordered Ozai to kill his own son Zuko, so he would understand Iroh's pain. After this, Ozai made a plan to kill Zuko, but Ursa stopped him. They made an agreement that if Ursa poisoned Azulon, she would flee forever and Ozai would get the throne. Later that night, Ursa slipped poison into Azulon's drink and killed him in his sleep. After this, Ozai became Fire Lord and started his reign. One night while Ozai was holding a war meeting, Zuko spoke out of turn and angered Ozai. Due to Zuko's rudeness, he demanded that they have an Agni Kai against himself. During their Agni Kai, Zuko refused to fight his dad, which resulted in a burn across Zuko's face and being banished from the Fire Nation. After this, Ozai attempted his world domination plans by sieging Ba Sing Se, which gave Ozai complete control over the world. Eventually, he spoke with his son Zuko, who had regained his honor by killing the Avatar and helping Azula conquer Ba Sing Se. This was the first and only time when Ozai felt proud of his son. Eventually, Black Sun hit and Ozai hid in a deep bunker where he would be safe. While in this bunker, he was confronted by Zuko, whose own son betrayed him. When Sozin's comet arrived, Ozai crowned himself Phoenix King, the ruler of the world, and left Azula as his successor for Fire Lord. While Sozin's comet was happening, Aang confronted Ozai and they got into a battle. For much of the battle, Ozai had an advantage due to the power of Sozin's comet enhancing his already powerful firebending. Aang was at a great disadvantage due to his unwillingness to harm or kill the Fire Lord. Eventually, Ozai overwhelmed and cornered Aang. While Aang was in the corner, he went into the Avatar state and destroyed Ozai. Before killing Ozai, Aang regained control of himself and instead took away Ozai's bending. After this, Ozai was chained up and sent to the capital city prison. While in prison, Ozai taunted Zuko about his mother and tried to manipulate anyone who came to visit him. For the rest of his life, Ozai rotted in jail and died a sad and lonely death. This is all I have for today's video on the life of Ozai. If you enjoyed, it would mean the world if you guys could subscribe and like this video. You know, if you like Avatar, if you like Harry Potter, this is the channel for you. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.